Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's Rotorhead 66. We're back again. It's been a while, been a hot minute. Tell you guys why. I'm actually recording this on my mom's phone. I got back from college. I'm back home now for the summer. Deal is, I actually have a lot of videos that are made already. They're ready to go. I already filmed them, and they're pretty much ready to upload. I just can't take them from my editor to my phone. Can't do that because I don't have enough storage. So that's the stupid part. I have a lot of drones that I've made videos on that I'm ready to upload, but I just can't because of that. I have this Sky Viper right here, Fury. I did a full unboxing, flight, and review of this drone, which is, I think it's crazy. But today, I have another unboxing, flight, and review, and this time, it's the big dog, guys. It's the big dog. All right, you guys, here it is. This is the ASC 2450. It's an HD video drone with optical flow technology. So the same type of technology apparently as what that Sky Viper Fury drone had. This thing is probably the biggest drone I've ever reviewed, as well as the biggest drone that I've ever actually purchased from a Target or Walmart. This is from Target. Here we're doing it. Let's get this thing unboxed. So before we do that, let's just go over some of the stuff here. So it's got streams video to your mobile device. It's got altitude hold, 6-axis gyro, onboard HD camera, and you can take videos. It says it's got a 400-foot range, which is good because the thing that I hated the most about the other ones was the range. Compact folding design. This is a 720p camera, which is pretty crazy, honestly. Pretty good looking remote, though, honestly. I can open this box up. I know you guys are excited to see what's in here. I've actually held one of these in person before, and they're not bad. They're definitely, like, I don't know, still a little concerned on if it's worth the money or not, but we'll find out. All right, here we have the manual, by far the biggest ascend or voyage manual I think I've ever seen. Pretty big, lots of information. Spare blades, so these are going to be folding blades, so you're actually going to get, I believe it's 8 spare blades. Fairly a large battery and USB charger. And here's the drone itself. Anyway, here's the radio. It's actually really nice. By far the nicest toy grade radio out of all these review drones. It feels just like a video game remote. It's got these big, like, armrests right here, and it's actually got, look at, it's got 2 different battery trays, so that's gonna be interesting. It's got actually like some rubberized sticks with some texture on the grips. They're actually really nice. They feel great. Looks like it's got trims all the way around, unlike the Sky Viper. It's got an on-off switch here, and it's got an automatic takeoff and landing button on that side. You've got speed rates. I'm hoping it has 3, just like the rest of them had. And then you've got a stun button there as well. And it actually comes with a phone mount already on there. It is, looks like it's actually screwed in to the radio here. And it should hold just about any phone. All right, drone. And this is going to be, again, an unboxing. I'm trying to get this done pretty fast, so I'm going to have to do it. Unboxing, overview, flight, all in one video, because that's just how we roll. It's got like a little display, like plastic thing here, and then it's inside another plastic thing, and it's got one of those signature little twist tab things here, as you can see, the little plastic ones. Okay, now, I believe, yeah. There we go. She's finally out. All right, let me go ahead and set you guys up in a better spot so I can show you guys this drone a little bit better. All right, everybody. Here it is all laid out in front of us. So as you can see, the first thing we have is the manual. I'm not going to like sift through this or anything. But in here you have the QR code for the app. You'll have to use your phone. You might have an SD slot. I don't know. I haven't checked yet. In here, you have some spare blades. As you can see, this thing uses the split blade design. So it's got a connector in the middle and then 2 separate blades that fold in on themselves, just like a actual DJI MAVIC has. Well, it's got a screwdriver here, and it's also got all the spare hardware that holds it all together too. So that's cool. If you lose any of the screws, you'll have quite a lot of extras, which is pretty impressive. Here's the battery. Let's go ahead and unbox it. Looks like it also includes a micro USB charger, just like the 1000, and it's very, very big. This thing's actually quite a big, chunky little battery, and it's 1900 milliamp hours. That's actually quite a lot, and it's a 3.8 volt LiPo pack. So there's a hole in the back of the drone, and I'm assuming it's gonna go in like this. Yep. And the drone becomes significantly heavier now. Okay, but it doesn't look too bad at all. And I hope that this drone should actually get quite a decent battery life. Boom. All right, we're back. While I was gone, I also used the included screwdriver to take this battery, one of these off. There's actually 2 hatches in each of the little grips on the controller, and each of them looks like they take 2 AAAs. So there's 4 AAAs in total that go into this remote. But here is the old drone. Here it is, the crown jewel of this box. Looks very similar, the design language, very DJI-like. This one's actually got the front arms up higher than the rear arms. It's got, of course, those folding props. It's got some pretty sturdy little landing legs on the front end. It's got some rubber little feet here, 1 in the center, 2 on the back, 2 on each side in the back. Signature antenna here. It's the FPV antenna that connects to your phone. You can see there are the sensors. There is one on the bottom. Camera on the front here. It's supposed to be a 720p. That's supposed to be, is it wide angle? I don't know. This one might not be. No, this one didn't say it was wide angle, so it might not be. I do not see an SD card slot anywhere on this drone, which is really sad because one of my favorite features on the 1000 was its SD card slot. As you can see, it has an SD card slot here on the side, and I didn't like using the Wi-Fi because the Wi-Fi was really laggy. As soon as you got anywhere like past, like maybe even like 20 or 30 feet away, the Wi-Fi became really choppy, and watching it on the phone, it wasn't really pleasant. This one doesn't have one of those. It doesn't have an SD card slot, so I can't do that. So if the Wi-Fi isn't better, which honestly, if I'm honest, it looks like they have the exact same shape of the antenna holder, I'm gonna guess that these are the same system, the same transmitter and receiver system going on here, and it might not be that good. So I'm a little bit nervous because this one's a lot more expensive. This one's $44.99. This thing is $77. It's about $80. So honestly, a little disappointed that the bigger, more expensive drone didn't also include a feature that was in the cheaper one, but I guess it is what it is. It's got lights on all the arms, so that's pretty decent, and it's also got a pretty big looking like pod light on the back here, so that's gonna be nice. Same power button there, and it does have a gear drive system. I think the motors, yeah, the motors are laying horizontally. There's even a little bit of ducting right there for some heat extraction as well. They're laying horizontally. They're connected. You can see the big little round pod there. That's where the gear is, and the propeller is driven via gears. So that is what they use to use small motors with big propellers, so they don't have to upgrade the size of the motors. And folding wise, as you can see, this folds in like this, and then the front bends backwards and it closes on top of it. So, and these propellers fold in, so this can actually become very compact. That was an overview. I don't want this to go on too long, so I'm gonna wait until that pack charges up, and we're gonna go ahead and get this thing out and flying. So go ahead and stay tuned for that, guys. Alright, y'all, it is the next day, but we have made it to a nice little area to film. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. There she is in all her glory. Doesn't look that big on camera, y'all, but it's pretty wide. Got it a lot wider now. Look at that fitment. Still got a lot to do on this. You'll see it on the channel throughout, but we got this all set up. Before we fly it though, I want to do the app because I know I haven't touched on that in the overview, so we're gonna do that now. Press and hold the power button on the drone, it's gonna flash. Put it on like a level surface, just put it on the ground. Just like everything else, up and down, and the lights are gonna go solid, so that's gonna mean that it is bound, it's paired. Go onto that little barcode that they give you in the box. You'll be able to download this app. Completely different from the 1000 app. I don't know why, but allow it access. And you'll see you have the HD video drone. So start, and it's gonna disconnect. So you're gonna have to go. Into your Wi-Fi, I think. Yeah, camera, my bad. So it's gonna turn, yeah, like the HD drone. So just connect to it. It's gonna load, and eventually you're gonna get connected. It's not, and now I'm guessing you can see the, oh yeah, look at that. Okay. All right, so I got everything set up. Got the camera set up. Really not that good. So we're gonna hit record. Started recording right here, as you can see, and you can either press this button to take off, or you can push these two sticks down and in, and it'll arm the motors. But just for review's sake, we're gonna try to just push the button and see how it does. So it fires up, and then it's in the air. Pretty decent, not too shabby. We actually have a pretty decent area to fly it around in, where there's not that many trees. You can actually see the drone fly. You can see it hovering. Pretty good, actually. It's got that sensor, so it can keep its altitude quite well. Pretty decent flight. This is in rate number 1, so you can see how slow this thing is. It's pretty windy today, but I mean, come on, this thing is very sluggish in this rate. Let me see if I can go a little higher for you guys. Yeah. All right, we're gonna head to speed, rate number 2 here. It's a little faster. It's not much slower. It's not too shabby. A little maneuverable, a little more maneuverable now. This thing is still pretty slow though, honestly, for its size. I mean, and the price on this thing is $80, man. Let's try a stunt. I know this thing can do stunts. Let's try one. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh. It's not letting me do a front flip. Huh. That's weird. Looks like this thing can only do rolls. It can't do forward or backwards flips. It'll only do barrel rolls, which is pretty weird. I don't know why. Maybe it's too big. Maybe the geometry won't allow for that. I don't know. That kind of sucks though. Let's try a throttle punch test. See how much throttle punch we got out of this thing. So I'm gonna give it full up. See how fast it ascends. Ready? It's pretty slow, honestly, compared to the other one. That was full throttle. We're still recording. I mean, here's what it looks like. I don't know if you guys really care to see too much, but camera honestly kind of sucks on this thing. It's a little choppy. Oh, there's a Nissan. You can see it in the drone footage. Flying it pretty high up. Not too bad. All right, now I'm in rate number 3. Fastest rate on this drone. And now it kind of picks up the speed a little bit. It's a little faster. It leans a little bit more. A little bit higher speed. It's still not too crazy, honestly. It's not that fast. But now it actually picks up the pace a little bit and becomes kind of fun to fly. Now the camera is really facing, I have it at like a 45-degree angle, but I'm gonna go land it because I want to adjust the camera so it's actually facing forward all the way. So let's go ahead and film this landing so you guys see how good the auto landing on this drone is. So let's go ahead and get you guys leveled. And then I'm gonna go ahead and hover it like pretty high. And I'm gonna press the auto land button right here on the radio, and it's gonna do the rest by itself, not aiding it at all here. Bouncing a little bit, but it looks like it eventually gets put down pretty nicely. So I'm gonna go adjust the camera, get it level. All right, let's see if we can fly it around these trees here. Just a nice little obstacle course. See how it does. Hopefully you guys can actually see this thing doing its thing. So yeah, as you can see, it's a little windy out. It's not like a calm day or anything, but yeah, here's the drone just doing its thing. I haven't crashed it ever. I did give it a maiden flight off camera after unboxing it, unfortunately. Sorry guys, you guys didn't get to see the first flight, but it was pretty uneventful. Same thing as this. Didn't even really try out the camera, so. This is all in the highest rate, by the way. This thing is pretty, it gets beat up by the wind here. I get close with it. Oh, went around the camera. Man, this has batteries definitely lasting a long time in this thing too, man. Oh yeah, it's pushing, but it gets thrown around a lot. Also, the direction changes on this thing are slow. It's almost laggy here. See, then I almost noticed a lag in the controls. Which honestly is a little weird, but this thing's 70 bucks. I kind of expected it to be a little bit more responsive than the $50 one, but seems like the only big increase is its size. This thing is bigger, but that's about it. It's not faster. The camera isn't better. Doesn't even look like the Wi-Fi range is very good either. So, who's to say? I don't know. Is this thing really better? Is it worse? Not sure. Anyway, final thoughts on this product here. Not a bad little drone, really. I mean, it's pretty cool. The shape is sick. I think it looks dope. I think it has some pretty decent features. That optical flow is pretty cool. It definitely fought the wind a little bit. Once the wind got pretty strong at the end, and as you can see, it just got pushed back. So it's not invincible. I think the Sky Viper does a better job. I think it kind of like gives up at a certain point. Wi-Fi range, not super good on this at all. Very disappointed in that. I thought it'd be better because this thing doesn't have an SD card. So slow, very slow. Direction changes, not that good. But I mean, hey, this thing's pretty big. It's not really designed to be a sport drone, but you know, if it was faster, it would have been pretty cool. But these big props are hard to push around, and these motors aren't that big either. They look like they're VA1000 motors, just geared up, or geared down, sorry. Battery lasts a long time. That's one of the good things about this drone. Even pushing it hard, this pack does last quite a while. It's very big, and the drone necessarily isn't really too heavy, so they got that right. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you guys got something out of this.